Welcome back to Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft. And I mock it, giving you my views, thoughts, and predictions. Oh, yeah, that's right. Got a good one for you today. Got a good one. I gotta drink a little water for this one. We got Dan Morrison from On3.com. And go ahead and take a look at his mock draft. And we're already starting out hot. And I say hot, but this is the pick I would make. Caleb Williams going to the Chicago Bears. Listen, you are firmly in one of two camps. Either trade Justin Fields, draft a quarterback, or keep Justin Fields and draft Marvin Harrison Jr. / trade this pick and get more draft revenue. And I could see it both ways. Like, there's really no nuance to these people that hold these views, I would say. It's like one or two extremes, but I can see it both ways. I just tend to think that drafting the quarterback and trading Fields is just the better option. Like, hear me out. With Justin Fields, I think Caleb Williams and Drake May are better prospects coming out in the draft than what Fields was coming out. Not by much, but I think, and even if you had Fields a little higher, it's like, I feel like they're close enough as prospects where I'd rather reset the rookie contract than bank on Fields emerging as the undisputed franchise quarterback in year 4. Because we wouldn't be having this conversation if we were sold on Fields. That's the thing. Like, we're 3 years through this thing, and we're sitting here like, we can kind of hope that he emerges as our franchise guy as we continue to surround him with talent. Or we could reset that rookie contract with a guy who is a similar prospect as Fields coming out, while we just continue to put talent around that guy. Give him the fair shake that Justin Fields really never got with the Bears. And that doesn't mean I think like Fields is a bust as a player. No, I mean, I think he could go somewhere else and succeed. He could even succeed here. It's just, I think it's a bigger bet. Like betting on Fields is just, I think, a bigger wager in 1 year than drafting this guy with the first overall pick, which isn't even yours. Because, like, if things go south with Fields in year 4, then what are you gonna do? Oh, well, we'll just trade up. We'll just trade up. We got all that draft capital. It's like, okay, you're gonna trade away a lot of future capital. Okay, it's easy as that apparently. But I don't know. I can see it both ways. I'm just not willing to bet on like one more year with Fields. That scares me. I'd rather have 4 new years with a similar prospect as Fields coming out. I don't know. I feel like that was kind of a long way to answer it, but it is what it is. New England Patriots take quarterback. I'm sure nobody will complain about this pick. Bailey Zappi, honestly, I think he could be a very fine backup. I just don't think he's like a consistent starter. And I just don't think that's who he's going to be. Mac Jones, mac and cheese, didn't really work out. He's probably gone. So, yeah, draft a quarterback of the future. Is Bill Belichick even going to be the coach? Like, there's so many questions right now. And I'm so intrigued. And then pick 3, the Washington Commanders. We go 3 straight quarterbacks. They go Jaden Daniels. And I think Washington does have to go with quarterback at this point. I know some people are like, well, Sam Howell's showing in parts this season. Yeah, but he's really ended the year off really crappy. And he's been benched for Jacoby Brissett, who the last 2 weeks when Jacoby Brissett came in for Howell after Howell being benched, like led the team to scoring drives. It's just not encouraging from Howell. So it's like you obviously got to go a different direction. And Jaden Daniels, honestly, like, if we're going to talk about him top 10, you probably need to talk about him top 5 because that's where the quarterback needy teams are. So, yeah, Jaden Daniels, man. What a year for Jaden Daniels. Like, really turned around, flipped the script on him. I came in this year thinking, yeah, he's a better version of what people thought DTR was last year. So I kind of had him in the fourth, third round area, and then just Heisman season, unbelievable deep ball thrower, coming together as a processor, but his just ability, his athletic ability to make plays with his feet and extend plays and be an improviser like that is just, it's just hard to find. So yeah, Commanders get Jaden Daniels in this scenario. But what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below, where we have that nice, beautiful football discourse. Tell me how you disagree with whatever I said about what the Bears should do at pick 1, or maybe how you agree. What is your view on that? Let me know in the comment section below. Tomorrow morning, we will be doing a walk the mock as I watch Ole Miss take on Penn State. That's going to be a ton of fun. But let's get to pick 4 here, as it's the Arizona Cardinals via trade. Oh, so the Patriots had to trade up. Yeah, that's right. Patriots are currently pick 4. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that. So, wow, that's actually a pretty dope way to go about it for the Cardinals, because you just assume Washington's going to take quarterback. Once the Bears make their selection, you're kind of like, okay, cool. Now let's work this trade to where we get to 4. So Cardinals get Marvin Harrison Jr., best non-quarterback prospect in this class. Honestly, best prospect in this class. And I mean, they need legit playmakers there for Kyler Murray. They really like Hollywood Brown ain't it. Michael Wilson's going to be a good complementary piece to that receiving core, but they don't have a guy. They don't have the guy. But yeah, wow. If you're the Cardinals, you could trade down, get more draft picks, and still get Marvin Harrison. That's kind of wild. The New York Giants take Olu Fashanu. I think this marks the where you like. This is the thing. Evan Neal probably kicks into tackle or kicks into guard at this point. Or, I mean, if you're drafting tackle, you're giving up on Evan Neal. That's how I see it. Taking Olu here, I just assume... Does he mention Evan Neal at all down here? I don't know. He doesn't mention Evan Neal. That's kind of the question. That's why I've been going, like, Malik Neighbors. Like, people sleep on Malik Neighbors. That dude's dope. Very good player. I think he has easily become my wide receiver 2. Start of the year is my wide receiver 2. Messed around a little bit with Keon Coleman and Roma Dunze, but now I'm like, dude, Malik Neighbors is that guy though. Really is. Los Angeles Chargers take Joe Alt. I think this is a good decision. Get more protection, but I mean, to be fair, the Chargers offensive line's been fair enough. I get it. They're like Trey Pipkins. Yeah, you could probably upgrade the right tackle. But, I mean, the Chargers are going to have to do a lot this offseason in terms of what contracts are they letting go to create cap space. Are they going to have to add more playmakers? Because, like, I think Mike Williams could be a cap casualty at that point. Gerald Everett, I think, is going to be a good one. We could talk about Khalil Mack or Joey Bosa. I don't know what Derwin James' contract is like, but he's been not great this year either. So it's like, I don't know. Chargers are going to be in an interesting spot, but I don't mind them taking Joe Alt, Brock Bowers kind of feel like good picks there. We got the Tennessee Titans taking J.C. Latham. Yes, the Titans offensive line is not great. So it makes sense for them to go offensive line. Other spots they could go is like corner, wide receiver. I think those are popular options as well. That is good coffee. Bravo to whoever made that coffee. Oh, I did. Chicago Bears take Dallas Turner. You know what? I keep saying I think Jared Verse is a better pick because he can play with his hand in the dirt for Eberflus's scheme, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I think like you've seen guy like Yannick Ngakoue, who typically is like a stand-up pass rusher, like work out. So, like, Dallas Turner might not be a bad option here, honestly. Like, again, however you, like, I think the top 3 pass rushers are probably going to be, like, Liatu Latu, Jared Verse, Dallas Turner. Whatever order you have those guys in, I'm kind of okay with. That's the thing. They're all going to rank very similarly to me. Like, they might be just one after the other, honestly, on my big board. All right, we got Malik Neighbors going to the Jets when the top offensive tackles are off the board, including OT3 in this class. I think all Malik Neighbors is really good value. Pairing him up with Garrett Wilson sounds sexy as hell. I actually really like that pick for the New York Jets. So before we get to pick 10, I need to give a shout out to Underdog Fantasy. If you like weekly best ball or higher and lower on player props, check out Underdog Fantasy. They got all kinds of specials going on currently with the New Year's coming. And of course, when you sign up using promo code Broshmo, they will match your first deposit up to $100 dues. That's right. All you have to do is sign up and use promo code Broshmo. There's a link in the description. But they don't just do football. They do all kinds of other sports, like even esports. It's kind of wild. But please bet responsibly. Bet within your means. Pick 10. We got the Atlanta Falcons taking Jared Verse. Cool with that. If this pick's not going to be a quarterback, which, I mean, you're looking at quarterback 4, so I understand if they want to pass on it, then it's probably edge in a very good edge class. Or at least at the... It's not like an elite edge class at the top, but it's like probably just a tier below with your Latu, Jared Verse. Dallas Turner, there we go. He was already off the board. But I think at 10, it's like, oh no, that's probably really good value for one of those guys. So, I mean, the Falcons, they do need pass rush. I think that would be a good pick there for the all Falcons. Okay. Is this how we're listing the next ones out? No kidding. No pictures? Really? All right. Well, I guess I might just do a bunch in one right here. All right. So let's go up to 16. Now we'll go up to 15. So the next pick, we got New Orleans Saints, Rome Odunze. I think with now the news out about Ryan Ramczyk and his cartilage deficiency in his knee, and they don't really know what the future is, like tackle kind of becomes more of an obvious pick because also you have Trevor Penning looking kind of like a bust. Tackle kind of feels like the pick there now for the Saints, or you could also make a case for quarterback. Rome Odunze, I'm a big fan of. So him going to the Saints, I mean, that's just all kinds of weapons, man. Really is. You got Nate Wiggins going to the Green Bay Packers. I think they have a need at corner. Jair can't stay healthy, and he got suspended. Stupid reason, but he's suspended for the next game. Eric Stokes hasn't been healthy. And then, I mean, you really have Carrington Valentine, and that's honestly about it. Like, grabbing more depth and competition to the position, I think, is very vital. Raiders take Michael Penix for me. Bo Nix is the next quarterback up. And then I think, honestly, J.J. McCarthy. I think you make a decision between J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix. But, like, McCarthy, younger, similar, if not better tools. Like Penix showing it on the field, but he's got the injury concerns, older prospects, so I don't see him going in the first round because of that. Denver Broncos take Keon Coleman. That's kind of a power duo with Cortland Sutton. I think Jared Judy's probably out after this year, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he ends up sticking around. And then the Vikings, they don't like in this case, it'd be quarterback 5. So they go with edge. Yeah, like Daniil Hunter, DJ Wonham, you got Marcus Davenport, who's been injured actually all this season. They're all free agents after this season, so if there's not a quarterback you like, edge is probably the wise decision. Latu's a really good pickup there at 15. Let's go with the next couple of picks. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, let's first talk about the Arizona Cardinals going with Drazon Newton. Big fan. I like adding him to the interior. I mean, we already saw like kind of the top edges go. You can make a case for corner here as well. Really anything defensive, whoever your top prospect is, I think you just send it. Pittsburgh Steelers go with Talisa Fuaga. They could also go corner here if they want to pair up Joey Porter Jr. with a future superstar there on the outside. But Fuaga is a really good pick. Start him at right tackle, move Roger Jones back over to left. Is he playing left right now, actually? I don't know if he is. Here. Let's just look that up real quick. Do some fat check-in. I know he's been playing. No, because Dan Moore's back. There. Yeah, no. Dan Moore's playing left tackle. Got it. Just had to go back in my memory banks. But, I mean, you can move Broderick Jones to left tackle and be A-okay about it. Brock Bowers just kind of ends up falling here to the Bengals. I think this is like the furthest he could drop. I think he's going to go much higher than this, but ends up being solid. Pick for the Bengals. Again, just letting talent come to you. We got the Indianapolis Colts going with Troy Fatanu. I mean, this isn't... I mean, they list him as an interior player. Who they got on the interior? They got... Well, obviously you got Ryan Kelly. Yep. Braden Smith, right? Oh, Braden Smith's playing right tackle. Golly. I mean, so much of that Indianapolis offensive line's been beat up this year. It's kind of hard to remember who's playing where. Like, Ryan Kelly's missed some games. Braden Smith has missed some games. I mean, that was a big part why we saw like Blake Freeland playing a ton, even though he probably should have his rookie year. Just dude can't handle NFL play strength right now. But we got Will Fries at right guard. Honestly, being okay this season. Like, actually, it's not bad of a year. And if he's like the worst part of your offensive line, oh yeah, Quentin Nelson. How can I forget Quentin Nelson? Nelson's still playing fine, just not really at an all-star level anymore. Bernhard Ryman's been fabulous. I love to see that. But yeah, man, poor Blake Freeland's been getting bodied. I don't know. So Will Fries, like, I feel like he's good enough to where it's like, because I've been harsh about him in the past. To be fair, he has been really bad in the past. And like someone kind of opened up my eyes to, okay, his pass blocking's gotten much better. I mean, to be fair, like 29 pressures, that's still a ton. I think if Will Fries is like the worst part of your offensive line, then you're probably in good shape. So Fatu, I probably don't think is a good pick here for the Colts. That kind of surprises myself to say it, but it is what it is. Listen, I know you love the NFL draft as much as I do, and you're going to want a nice hefty watch list of players during this college football season. Well, go ahead, check out my draft guide. You can purchase it for only $30 by Venmoing or PayPaling me. Links in the description. It's a one-time payment, and you get it for this whole draft cycle and forever and always, technically. It's a Google spreadsheet, so send me your email when you send the payment. I'll get you hooked up. You will see my current prospect rankings and big board, my full evals. And guess what? It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So it's a great purchase, and it's a great way to support the channel. Tampa Bay Buccaneers go with Brian Thomas. You get a replacement here for Mike Evans. At least you get a guy that's not necessarily Mike Evans' size, but he's probably a better athlete, but can go up and make a play on the football as kind of a jump ball guy. So I think that's fairly good. The Seattle Seahawks take Byron Murphy. Question's going to be, do the Seahawks re-sign Leonard Williams, or was that more of a, hey, we got a window here to get into the playoffs and make a run for the Super Bowl. Let's get a one-year rental on Leonard Williams. I don't know. We'll see with the offseason. But Byron Murphy, watch out, man. This guy should be rising up boards. I think he's going to have a very strong Senior Bowl. I think he currently has the best pass rush win rate in college football when it comes to interior players. Kool-Aid McKinstry going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fairly solid. They get Terrion Arnold playing more slot. Maybe he's the guy, because I feel like they keep Darius Williams for the last year of his contract. So Terrion Arnold could come in and play slot immediately. And I guess when they're ready to move on from Darius Williams, or maybe they re-sign him. I don't know. I like the idea of adding more depth to the corner position. It's a very good wide receiver class. I wouldn't mind them going there either. Cooper DeJean, nice versatile player. The Rams would get someone who could play in the slot, play safety. But ideally, if you're the Rams, you probably drafted a corner, like a legit perimeter boundary guy. So this could be a Terrion Arnold. Because Wiggins is already off the board. Kansas City Chiefs take Armarius Mims. Good value, but I still think they need more playmakers. So, like, at the wide receiver position. So, I kind of like them going with that. Dallas Cowboys, Quinyon Mitchell. A little interested knowing that they have Stephon Gilmore. They're probably going to stick with him for another year. I think for the last year of his deal, I should say. You have Trayvon Diggs coming back. You have Derod Bland emerging this year. So, like, going with Quinyon Mitchell feels like it's a strength play. Like, I mean, the fair question is, I'll come back to the Bills pick in a second. Fair question to ask is, what do the Cowboys need? What can they get? Maybe trading down is kind of the best option for the Cowboys, really. Buffalo Bills take AD Mitchell. They get a nice route runner, good vertical player, good speed, smooth athlete. Be the Gabe Davis replacement. Makes sense to me. You got Chop Robinson going to the Texans. Jonathan Grenard is a free agent, though they probably re-sign him, but he will probably cost a pretty penny. Graham Barton, I really don't love that pick there for the Detroit Lions. Graham Barton's like fine, probably projects as a center. I get it that the Lions are going to have some legit free agents. I think more so when it comes to the guard position. I don't think Frank Ragnow's a free agent, correct? Because I know Graham Glasgow, Big Daddy V, they're free agents. Ragnow contract. Thank you. At this point, yeah, you're looking at Graham Barton as a... Well, they list him as tackle here, but imagine you're looking at him as a guard prospect. I don't know. Regardless, I don't love the pick for the Lions. I like Graham Barton better as a second round pick. The Dolphins take Tyler Guyton. I like that. You could develop him to be your left tackle of the future behind Terron Armstead. You got the Philadelphia Eagles going with Kamari Lassiter. Eagles love Georgia players, apparently. Eagles also have a really bad pass coverage currently, one of the worst in the league. Kingsley Tua, Mutea, going to the Niners. I like this because you could probably play him guard early, or you could have him replace McKivitz at left tackle, or be the heir apparent to Trent Williams at left tackle. McKivitz right tackle. May have misspoke there, but I like Kingsley. I'm a big fan. I think he's kind of a fringe first rounder. And then I love Xavier Leggett. You get big and fast there on the outside, or just at the wide receiver position. Monken's going to have all these weapons. Remember, OBJ is a free agent. Baltimore, there's so many ways they can go here. It'd be vastly interesting. But anything else? Nope, that's it. Kind of bummed that they didn't have pictures for this. We kind of had to go about it this way, but it is what it is. Like I said, I don't look at these beforehand so I can be surprised with the reveals. But that's it for the video. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing. And as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.